5, guys.
That hurt a lot. I will agree with what Taco said about the Geb pick, though. That Geb last pick for TRIFECTA may have just changed this whole composition and dynamic of this set.
I agree. I think that this is the perfect pick for Ionic here. I'm curious on where this Fenrir is going, though. If it's going solo, I think I really like it. And it is.
Back at it again. Andy with the blink available, going to look and rotate in. The pick is going to be on Ionic here because they know where he still has his beads available. So go for the Geb at level 2. Well, I don't even think turning into the planet would have saved you there.
No, I don't think so either. Not using the option.
Should go Space Station's way.
They will, and that's to be expected. Ducky on this right-hand side gets comboed, but Anister's the one on the receiving end of all the damage. Ducky will fall, and that actually spread the poison towards Weaken, but Ionic here means that Aqua gonna give up that chase. Good idea, but man, Andy just took way too much damage.
Aquarius gonna go in on Weaken, but Ionic was there with a shield. He's only level 4, but he's doing enough to cause Aquarius problems. Weaken's still alive, and Aquarius is gonna fall down. It was an auto-attack battle that even the Rock was involved in. No MP5, there's always something wrong.
That's what's fun about a MOBA, man. I get to complain no matter what.
I still don't know how they pay me for doing it. I'm so excited. Gold Fury has been pulled by TRIFECTA. It's 2-2 on the scores right now. Space Station with an ever so slight lead in gold. Experience relatively even. But this Gold Fury could open things up. Venenu gets a big time stun on Ionic, who just looked at him funny. I don't know what he was doing there with that amount of health. And disrespectful under siege from minions. Ionic on the way back. Lasbro and Weaken too. Weaken in the mid lane, waiting for the right opportunity. Goes to the sky with the ultimate. Shield came out from Ionic onto Wowie there to prevent some of the new ward damage. As it's Anderson is a little bit far forward and he's killed by Weaken.
Just a little bit late on that Earth and Fury for Jeff Hinla. Now TRIFECTA just waltz right in and get themselves a free Gold Fury.
This is the classic Space Station gaming.
For that, his shield onto Wowie keeps him alive from that position as Ducky is dead to Aqua in the solo lane. That's a good sign.
I think Aquarius just had enough of that boring matchup of Achilles versus Balloon. He's like, oh, listen, give me kill potential. Talking about kill potential, Venenu might have it here. Go claim minion, go. Fog to speed him up and get in range, but the blink just... That was touching. That was...
got himself a pretty good lead.
But it was a bit of a bait because Weaken was over here and Ionic too. Shield out, prevents a lot of the damage from the new war as well as the carry from Aquarius. The Thorns will not buy him too much time. They're not going to be too scared of whacking away on him for now. As under the tower goes Weaken with the dash to pick up the kill, and the Cataclysm after the fact stops Andy from getting any sort of return poke off.
Hachiman, how do they stop you from brutalizing?
See, this is smart. Space Station gonna, well, TRIFECTA gonna let Space Station do the work for them at the Fury and then get it at the end, right?
They did it last time.
Here we go. Well, we're going in for the steal after the fact. Fury reset, or is it? It's still alive and leashed back. Space Station Gaming get the Primal Fury. The fight after the fact could be a different story. Wowie got a very big shield over the Ionic there just at the right time, and that means that Anderson won't find the kill he was after with the help of the new war. But Aquarius has picked up Ducky. It's a tanky target on the front line here. No Eagles Rally available, and TRIFECTA may be a casualty here. Sorry, TRIFECTA Ducky will be a casualty for TRIFECTA as they do end up just leaving him alone.
Aqua still hunting though. Ionic's gonna have shield up, so doubt he's able to get this easily. Shield is there, but no relics available for Wowie. The fact that he missed that Unchained means it won't be coming up.
But look at the affected. Fire Giant though, leashed by Space Station for a minute. They are getting very confident with how this game's going, and they've actually found a pick. Potentially onto Ducky. Big shield from Ionic though, but it won't be enough to keep him alive. The up-down's there with the Eagles Rally, but the poison was already on, and he's dead. Ionic, soon to follow.
But Weaken up in the sky, good damage, good knockup as well. BaRRaCCuDDa and Aqua cut down simultaneously, and as they're just able to get away, but Venenu snuck in there and took out Wowie himself.
Not a terrible situation for TRIFECTA. They've been on the back foot for a moment or two, not really had a say in things.
If he would have rolled up a little bit, maybe would have been able to save his solo laner a bit earlier.
Look how close those damage numbers were between those two teams in that engagement too. About 200 difference between them. Blink from Andy though, and Lasby's gonna have to use his beads. He got his beads off, but the shining metal was enough to bring him down.
Yeah, Fire Giant, they've got one Primal Fury, I believe. I don't know that they've got the damage to bring it down, especially now that it's about to tick over to the enhanced version. Maybe going closer and getting the tier 2 tower. But
Blink from Ionic hits through with the Cataclysm, Weaken to the sky as well. Eagles Rally does connect on the backside onto Venenu, and he won't get away from the damage from 3 members of Space Station were grouped up in mid, and they just hung around too long, allowed TRIFECTA to collapse from all angles. Caught with the pants down. Jeff will get away for now, but the damage has been done. Aquarius and Venenu both dead, and Jeff soon to follow.
Beautiful blink engage by Ionic, man. That's the Geb dream right into it. I mean, you find
You can't ask for
people.
all stat there, and like
Yeah.
nobody else around.
Yeah, not the play for Space Station Gaming, and BaRRaCC should just give this up. There's no chance he gets in there and steals this away.
I mean, Sirke is in the mid lane, but he's going to get jumped on here. Does BaRRaCCuDDa by Weekend. He gets the Stinger into play, but Ionic and Weekend causing problems. Anderson to the rescue, however. Classic BaRRaCCuDDa bait there, my friends.
I suppose so. Eventually, TRIFECTA gets the Fire Giant. Top of him trying to get him down, but he doesn't have that much dedicated magical defense. This Oni Hunter's Garb is really, really good because of the damage mitigation, but it's not the most in terms of actual raw
Blink.
stats.
Cataclysm hits onto 2, but Aquarius will Ragnarok in response straight away. Aquarius goes in, picks up Ducky, Bionic Shield straight after the fact. Weakened to the sky, and he comes straight down on Barry's head. The Bee needs help, and he doesn't get it.
Just too far forward there for BaRRaCCuDDa. Good damage from Venenu,
Nice
but
goes
Ducky finds 2 with that stun. He might have gotten a bit
Shut up.
isolated, though.
He did, because the rest of his team backed up at the same time. I just saw him, he goes Space Station back from base. Weekend's getting a lot of damage off on that Phoenix, right?
Shouldn't be able to get it, though. Aqua's back, and he has teleport back up, but the fight's going on by the Fire Giant. Jeff Hindley uses that Terra's Earth and Fury, rather, and just gets exploded.
BaRRaCCuDDa trying to burst down Ionic, but Ionic's going to slip the net just about. Aquarius does teleport in and looks to turn around and find the collapse. Andy going to jump in too. And the back line, did he just blink for that, Andy? I think he did, and he actually found the ult on Ducky too.
And Ducky's dead to rights. Weekend has abandoned this fight and gone for the mid Phoenix, which is a good call for him, as BaRRaCC doing anything but abandoning the fight.
Whoa.
Forces one out with the Swarm, turns and cuts down the other with the Stingers.
But they do lose a Phoenix at the same time. Middle Phoenix does fall down. TRIFECTA end up with a small win for the time being, at least, unless Space Station can find this Phoenix on the right-hand side.
They should be able to get it with Nuwa minions, and this is where the Nuwa comes in clutch. They can't get this with any other mid laner, I don't think. A traditional mage mid laner, I should say.
Spawned, and they're trying to pressure the tier 2 a little bit, especially when Aquarius was in the mid lane. But Aquarius is now rotated around the back and catches Weekend. Weekend's Magi's Cloak on cooldown already. Actually uses the ult and gets the shield from Ionic too. Turns it around, and Wowie gets credit for the kill on Aquarius. Next up on the list to go in is Andinster, and he's forced out to the left-hand side at half health. But Weekend gives chase with the blink, but straight away Andy ults in response.
Man, really good ult from Jeff, but there's just no follow-up after the fact, and Aqua just goes...
They just call Andy on the left-hand side is the reason why. But Aquarius and Jeff were hanging around, waiting for the right moment. They're going to dash in. Root connects on Lasbra. Jeff fully committing to this one. He got the ultimate off, but nobody else from the rest of the team was in range to support.
But
still
lots of
TRIFECTA
relics.
on the run.
Lots of relics, no beads now for Wowie. He gets the Geb shield right away and the Aegis, but Andy still has last breath. He gets knocked up by Weekend, but Andy's still alive. Wowie not quite as
Aquarius,
much.
though.
BaRRaCCuDDa got him.
Barry's getting kills, but Aquarius is doing work on the backline to keep the others at bay. The play from Jeff is actually paid
huge.
off here.
That's
They
game.
were trying to work out how they were going to break this base and force this comp to fall back. And the best way to do it is send the one-man army, Jeff Hindler, and to burn as many relics as possible, and then go, okay, boys, GG, well played. I'll see you next week.
Jeff immediately just takes his hands off the keyboard, says, you guys got
Jump
it from
them.
here. I mean, 45 seconds on the next member. This one is over. Space Station Gaming able to take it in 5, and you're right, man. Jeff Hindler with just a great play to sacrifice himself for the greater good.
It's one of those plays that on paper you would look at and go, what is Jeff on? Why is he doing this? And for moments I thought that was going to be the case. But the problem is that so many relics were used. They were